baby. You will enjoy every single second. Now Owens looking for his escape. Rollins from behind. Uh-oh. The These men had the audacity to have a WWE champ disrespect me.
You disrespect me?
Welcome to the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, in of the Almighty. Dominance that we saw last week. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley. Three-man triple threat. Now with Bobby Lashley added, anything can happen.
Last week I showed these guys exactly.
Bobby Lashley is the single most terrifying. He's the candy man. They're terrified to say his name, except you don't. There's an issue with respect with this generation of. They come out here week after week whining Bobby Lashley. You know who doesn't whine? It's imperative that the almighty Bobby Lashley be added as your almighty WWE. Here's someone I assure you is not happy with Bobby.
You're out here talking about how I'm disrespectful. I never said any of you trying to weasel your way into my title match of day one. No. See, you have not earned your way into anything. Listen, in 19 days, I need to have a good example, and you don't belong in that match. If he wants you there, you don't belong there, and I'm going to go to Adam Pearce. I'm going to go to Sonya
Rollins. If anyone's going to have a gripe with Bobby Lashley, gentlemen, we can't start the show. Bobby, while I do, I kind of got to take your side on this one.
You don't want me in your match. You guys can both just come in this ring and do something about it.
You and me, together, working as one.
You rock, paper, scissors.
We all want to go big.
Well, listen,
Defending his title on day one. The question is, against whom or how many?
mere idea of being in the ring with the almighty Bobby Lashley. I also beat you inside of a steel cage. Hold on now, hold on. Gentlemen, please. We are not afraid to dish out fines or suspensions.
Bobby Lashley will be officially added to the WWE Championship match.
And it will be a fatal four-way if WWE Champion Big E has defeat all three of these men in one-on-one competition.
As extraordinary as Bobby Lashley is, what Riddle did last week.
I think you're talking about me. This is not. Oh, I'm a joke! I'm a joke! No.
What is that thing? Hope you mean, Riddle, I hope that you mean you've been watching a lot of tape on our potential opponents. Riddle, your broadcasting career was over before it ever began.
You see the deal Pat McAfee got? Dude, we could be swimming in cold, hard cash.
Stop hanging out with jackasses at the show.
Bro,
You're onto something now. You are a jackass, so you should have been in the movie. You're right. I notice tonight you get that W, and then one.
The plays are back up. I was thinking about Otis.
K-Pro,
Human wrecking ball in Otis, and he has to do it one on
dealing with four. Oh, but first a flop swap.
If he beats every single one of you in singles competition. So you know what that is?
Why are you so... Why?
Do it.
What's the problem?
why him first.
What?
Will still walk out as your WWE champion. Preparing for one-on-one competition. You see the Viper Randy Orton looking on and
Viciousness to Otis. You can't deny that.
No, I'll tell you what, Chow, spectacularly for the big man. And it'll be
against S. Otis is a world-class athlete. Oh, and here comes Rose. An advantage is at distance, and Wendy's kicks having very little effect on Otis. Indeed, the outside, the Viper just. I'd back up a little bit. Of course, Alpha Academy failed to advance in the arcade. Been delayed 2 weeks. Just smack, being dismantled by Otis. Shoulders down. Frustrations of the Bronament. The first round, of course, moments ago, trying to will the second. Oh, did you hear the comeback here? Oh, and it's gonna take flying. Cross body. Middle. Oh, the knee rocks the big. Oh, trying to take Otis off. Down goes Otis. It's tapping into the Viper's playground. Otis, what? Oh no. Oh. Oh. 3 away for Otis. Oh, looking for the arcade. Gets it on shit. Transformation that Otis has gone through. The strike. Otis found Chad Gable instead. But a back end is what Dewdrop has been making recently at the expense of Bianca Belair. Prior to the opening bell in a scheduled matchup, Dewdrop looking for an seemed as though the EST would do the impossible and hoist Dewdrop, but that would lead to no satisfaction for Bianca Belair. And you walk away. Bianca Belair!
That walk. Except for Dew, who literally walked out of the ring last week. She can't whoop me, because I'm the EST, a WW.
They take each other on one-on-one on Monday Night Raw. What do you say about familiarity brings Belair has had the run of success she has had without.
Belair is the sole survivor Series. Enough.
It's not. Bianca has earned every ounce of success she's tasted since real speed. She's athletic. She's strong. She did great in that match. Thank you, Jimmy. And maybe the one that rips the spotlight away from Bianca Belair. Confidence from Dewdrop. Dewdrop felt that her chances were dwindling down. Not decisively. Was a bit of controversy. Oh, with anyone. Power for power. She can beat anybody for strength in the ring. But Dewdrop has pushed Belair. Starting to wonder if that's false bravado, Byron. We saw there was a momentary. On the show. Power, but not enough. In fact, a powerhouse. Maybe the strongest woman in the Raw Women's Division. Hardly, but we've seen flashes of great ceiling for Bianca Belair, former SmackDown Women's Champion. Well, even though Bianca Belair may not currently, people know that they can make a name for themselves at the expense. Hands from Belair. Dewdrop just ate them all and Belair! Oh, look at that beautiful counter. Good work by the official trying to check things out. Disgrace. This is Dewdrop in a sight we're not used to seeing, which is the EST. Back right now, the EST is thriving here against Dewdrop. Plenty of strength like that. And again, Bianca not used to have effortless Mitchin. I will give Dewdrop credit perhaps last week after things.
You're not letting it. EST.
Difference between confidence and overconfidence, and Bianca will make confident. Of this. Ooh, belly to back suplex high. You're absolutely right, Saxton. And this face. Yes. Powerball. Right on Dewdrop. Show up. Real victory for the EST. The tenacity, the resilience. Position and deliver a thunderous, ring-shaking, big-time impact. The EST, beauty for everyone. The St. Paul is absolutely loving it, Byron. Were you about to say? But once again, mocking the EST. EST, Bianca Belair.
Word. How about trash? The city of St. Paul, Minnesota, that's trash. And even better news, I go on to day one to win.
I don't like Lashley's chances of getting through this three-way contest. It's scheduled for one fall. Kevin Owens! A long night for Bobby Lashley, or very disappointing. From the University of Minnesota, the reigning NCAA Division I, Gable Stevenson! Pick an Olympic gold medalist. Best everything to win on any given night. No doubt about that. Seth Rollins. Still then, have to defeat the champion, but There's a nice little live on the WWE Network on Peacock. A fatal four-way, which does not benefit really anybody, because Big E defeats Rollins or Kevin Owens defeats Lashley. Whoever will beat this man, Bobby Lashley, to avoid having Lashley added. But right now,
Respected from not being.
he knows he can. Oh, God, no. He got speed as well. Something quick. Oh, and there it is. Owens here, look out. Cannonball. Thanks for once. Going the way of Kevin Owens. Big E, the WWE champion, studying.
Shut up. He'll face next.
Tornado DDT. Oh, for Owens, as you see MVP on the outside shouting motivation. The only thing he ever seems to lack ever is that Ed has given him that motivation. Monday Night Raw, hoisting up Owens. Look at this power. Oh. Able to shove Owens off. Oh, my. Tapped already. Hey, listen, tapped out before Lashley even completed the hurt lock. Bobby Lashley didn't even have his hands locked, and Owens played WWE Championship opportunity. It means Bobby Lashley still looking for something.
I'll tell you you're up next.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to get what I want. Ever since I was a little girl.
When the scope's on, and she taken from Lynch. Here we go. I never eat cocaine up. I ain't afraid of you. I won't hide. Great counter. Looking for the manhandle slap counter. Shoulders down. Liv Morgan. Monday Night Raw is about to go. Big time. I'm shaking my head because Becky Lynch coming out and sauntering at Becky Lynch. I got news for Lynch has done lately is win. So we are about to.
The lion is the king of the jungle. Kill it and eat it. But other times.
Welcome to the big time. A lot of you thought that last week was going to be a big night for Liv Morgan. I am still standing here, your Raw Women's Champion. A lot of you wish Liv would have won, huh? Yeah, you would find every reason to doubt the same woman that convinced. When you wanted me back, you were out chanting, "We want Becky!" Got opinions on how I do my job, even though you've never stepped foot in this ring. Never left at the height of your career and came back better than ever. Appointing all of your fans, just like Liv did on Monday. Let's take a look at that. The look of disappointment, I love to see it.
I'm not getting used to anything, Becky, and I think that St. Paul is getting sick. You keep saying that people would doubt me if I became here. And do you know what? My point.
The evidence.
Cheating to win. It's because I'm human and I was disappointed. Little girl, I believe it. If anything, you reminded me exactly why our story isn't over, because you'd accept a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship.
You want to hang with me, Liv? You want to hang with the best? Already, and the only thing that you proved is that you don't have the killer instinct.
Has heard enough from the women's champion. Becky Lynch, who is bringing the killer instinct out of Morgan. A different state of mind going, oh no.
Look at this, just viciousness. Stare.
Hey, get some help.
Well, if you still want that match, you're on. I'm gonna hang out with my hot husband and my beautiful baby.
Becky Lynch retained last week are the same ones upset about Kenny Pickett exploiting the slide ball, a problem that Omos had with Ruiz would tag himself in. Remember,
Styles tried to get Omos back in the ring, but Omos would not break the count. And that's how this team works. Omos, look at me.
For tag team champions, and now you're struggling to get on the same page. Can you provide any insight?
It's the phenomenal one and his own personal colossus. No one paints. That's all this is. You've seen us at our best. Business a long time. And I have never seen anyone. I discovered Omos It wasn't something just to boost my career. That's not what this was about.
Not either.
Between Omos and AJ Styles. And, of course, Finn Balor, and the crowd knows it. They're one of the most well-rounded competitors. Finn Balor! It's with Damian Priest, who has a score to settle after a cheap shot. They are incredibly talented individuals.
Sucker for the holidays.
Me too. And I'd just like to thank you for everything you did.
And I'll be willing to pass on some of the things that I learned. If you
Like that. And I'd love to hear any advice that you have to give to me.
Good to see you, Timmy Jolly. La 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 la.
Every time I turn around.
Hey! You two must set up for me!
You! No, you. You!
The United States champion, Damian Priest, joining forces. Damian Priest, United States Championship Open Challenge, and very nearly successfully defended against Robert Roode. It was Dolph Ziggler who got a chase, unloading a series of right hands, but Damian earns here in WWE the most. When you deal with one dirty dog, you got to deal with simultaneously. Oh, look at this momentum back in. About to take flight. Oh, taking out both of the dirty dog show off. Here comes Finn Balor. Really skilled veteran, but right now, Finn Balor. Damian Priest stayed full control earlier on. Now, really impressive performance. To the pin. Oh, Rude just avoided disaster there. Veteran move the Prince. Oh, here we go. Shotgun knee! You got to be kidding me! Oh, out of nowhere, the 30 Balor was certainly on a roll. And Austin Theory, once again, just like last week, Austin Theory wanted to approach. Look at that! I did it again! I know it's going to get a crown. Nikki ASA looking for some redemption against Queen Zelina. Carmella and Queen Zelina, the WWE Women's Tag Team victory. Oh! Another win for Queen.
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm your biggest fan. Would you mind signing my autograph?
It's what you do best. Unlike me. Still lost. And I'm really trying my best, but I just keep letting you down.
You believed in yourself and you never gave up. How you beat her one-on-one. That's something that I haven't even.
I really appreciate you trying to cheer me up.
There's a spirit.
This is my brutality!
Who you are, remember how talented you still are. Nonsense. Remember, this is not a tag team match. To see the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Everyone take off your cheap, tacky earmuffs. Queen Zelina! Most beautiful woman in all of WWE. I feel it is my royal duty. So I guess you guys already chose your side then, right? Loyal subjects. What I meant to say, with a game, why some people deserve to be on top.
Queen Zelina and Carmella, who some Ripley versus Queen Zelina. And how can Rhea Ripley, former Raw Women's Champion? Glad Queen Zelina's done. It's great when you can run everyone down and. Oh, okay, Carmella. Oh, there you go. I thought she had the others down. And she's there. Queen Zelina just dispatched of the nightmare.
One more time. Why are you raising your blood pressure right now? You gotta calm down and focus on the match.
I don't want you anywhere out there with me.
What? You know as well as I do, there's no escaping the Hurt Lock. So why would I be smart? That's why you should take my advice. Let me go out there with you, and we can take care of this together.
Look, I will go out there and try to figure out how to beat Bobby Lashley on my...
I'm trying to help.
I actually respect Seth. Bobby Lashley goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins. If Lashley's victorious, he'll... Seth Rollins, but the road to Atlanta not going to get any easy. Seth Rollins! Lashley has had time to rest. Bobby Lashley has an opportunity on day one in a fatal his strength. However, the mindset of Lashley tonight, Lashley had the same luck against Rollins. And that was normally Saxton, I would totally agree with you, but this is... Oh, see? Rollins has...
No way.
No!
9.
And to the base of the skull.
If Lashley somehow gets past Seth, Big E will be next.
Enough to stop it. And number 10. Lashley, rage, and they're going to... Oh! That's even win! Disqualification, Seth Rollins. Match is over. Kevin Owens just hit him. Very rarely am I speechless.
I'll admit it was pretty clever.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to restart this, man. No disqualification.
Wow. Oh! And pinned him! Goes Bobby Lashley.
The odds of Bobby Lashley.
Lashley one step closer to day one.
You want to see it? Give me that, please. Yeah, I think maybe I should give you something for that. Like maybe something really important. Like maybe my autograph. The thing is, you barge in here. You know what? I'm talking to someone brilliant. It would... Shut up! I don't like to do this, but I'm gonna like a pencil. I don't understand. You see,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maureen! Drive featuring the rated R superstar. He promised a big...
Welcome to...
Ms. TV.
I am your host. Also can tell that you don't really know what a real man looks like. So, the father of my children and the most awesome human being on this planet.
Guys, I can think of plenty of arguments for that. It's going to be some sort of groundbreaking presentation versus The Miz. I gotta be honest.
Look astonishing. Only so proactive, and I would like to formally endorse. I don't just throw out my endorsements. No, this superstar truly for your consideration.
The Miz, from birth, a man born to not be stopped. Of WWE.
I was...
Please welcome The Miz.
My beautiful, gorgeous, sexy...
Most must-see WWE superstar in history.
Stop clapping, Corey.
What a career. And sending him back into retirement.
I mean, another first for The Miz. He's going to come out here and tell Miz that Miz doesn't deserve.
Declare yourself for the Hall of Fame? What planet are you?
I didn't declare myself.
Sometimes the squeaky wheel doesn't get the grease. It just and squeaks and squeaks and squeaks and squeaks and squeaks. Now you know how the rest of us feel every time you open your mouth. I know how good you are, but I also know why you act the way you act. The layers of BS and me first. I'm afraid of what? You? Old Edge? Sure. Noxious, sanctimonious, overbearing jackoff. Miz, I'm gonna show you that you still have lessons to learn. And
Miz with a champagne to the eyes. Oh no! Miz position! Oh my God! It's enough of a distraction for Miz.
Pathetic as that.
That's how it's done. It's working. Yeah, it's fun.
The Miz used her as a human shield.
There's Miz guys. Come on.
Last chance.
I can, and I will. Listen, and I will.
I made a PowerPoint on my phone. It was too little. victorious and earn his chance at WWE Gold at day one.
Just found out your next match against WWE Champion Big E will be
Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens in the same night is a Herculean no disqualification match. That just means that the Almighty is free.
Following is a no disqualification match where Eddie steps in. It's on Raw, and it's coming up next. Oh, that man right there of the almighty Bobby Lashley. New Year's Day, WWE Network on Peacock. As it stands, out. The reason everyone is terrified of Bobby Lashley is in a beats Rollins. Big E still loses his no disqualification match, remember. Disqualification nearly spoiled Lashley's aspirations. No disqualification. He did once. Lashley was less than 100% change. September 13th of this year is going to happen. Oh! Big E is well aware of that fact. He has encountered the Almighty enough times.
Beat Bobby Lashley. Lashley slipping behind the last possible second.
Title opportunity at day one. Lashley will do whatever the hell it takes. When you got the Almighty with a steel chair in his... Speaking of the length, though,
Big E is of the Almighty. It's trifecta.
Make it three. And the confidence right now from Big E going for the spoof. Oh, nobody has, but Big E still even higher. Big E WWE title. But then it's a fatal four-way. If Lashley defeats championship, it does not bode well.
Big E's control.
Oh, big splash. It's his third match of the night. Big E trying to win the champion. Rebounding him.
Oh, as goes, the more barbaric Bobby Lashley becomes.
Is a Terminator. He just keeps moving. He can lift him up. This would be absolutely devastating. It could be devastating for momentum. There it is. Momentum. And remember, this is the Almighty. Third matchup. Oh, God. Has been brutal. Big E slamming. Hurt lock. Big E trying to power out. He can just.
Lashley from blocking.
Oh, spear. That could do disqualification. No disqualification. This match very much active. Big E now.
But Big E wants to beat Bobby Lashley. How long are you not doing that by taking out Big E?
This match.
Yeah, Big E now. Oh, off the apron.
Yes. Oh.
Big E has plans of his own.
Through the table.
But Owens and now it was Big E.
No soup.
That's right, Big E wants to.
The MVP from behind. Spear by Bobby Lashley. Yes, like that. Has punched his ticket into day one. It is now a fatal.
Bobby Lashley spearing Seth Rollins through the table. MVP right there. Cage the one emphatic spear later.
Most outrageous, incredible, athletic, accomplished
WWE champion Big E's title is now in serious